Welcome back to the channel, folks. I am Matt. Hope you're all doing well. Today, we're going to check out the Dragbar 4000 and the Dragbar 4000C. And I apologize in advance because I have some construction work happening at my house. I'm getting my garage door fixed, so if you hear any noise, that's what it is. But my apologies. I hope it's not too distracting. Anyway, if you remember, about a month ago, I checked out these two smaller Dragbars, but this is their big boy. This thing has an 11 ml capacity, so let's go ahead and dive into it. So you're going to pull the device out of the tube. You have a mouthpiece plug up top and a bottom cap right there. This flavor is Lush Ice, built-in 630 milliamp hour battery, and it's rated for, obviously, 4,000 puffs. Now, it does have a USB-C port on the bottom, because obviously that 630 milliamp hour battery is not able to get through all 11 mLs of liquid. So basically, this is made to use during the day, charge overnight, then use again until your liquid is all the way gone. For some people, this could last them a week, just depends on how often you vape. Here's a look at your mouthpiece. It has that skinnier Dragbar mouthpiece that we saw on some of the other devices. It's actually very, very comfortable. It says Dragbar right there. Nothing on that side. This one's all plastic, and your airflow gets in from the bottom right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and open up the Dragbar 4000C. Let's pull this one out of the tube. You're gonna have a mouthpiece plug up top, and then on the bottom, you just pull off this little sticker here. You got your USB-C port down there on the bottom. This one's made out of metal, and then you have a wrap around it. Okay, it says Dragbar Zovoo right there. This is the green apple ice flavor. And these are 5% nicotine. Now, this one has a wider mouthpiece, as you can see. Let's hold them up together. Yeah, quite a bit wider than on the regular 4000. Now, this does have a light feature. When you puff on it, this whole area down here is going to light up. See that? And it lasts for quite some time. Now, it's kind of interesting. This bottom cap here looks like, like a chrome metal or something. But then when, the light show goes on, you can tell that it's kind of transparent. Very, very interesting. Although, I'm not a fan of lights. I don't really see a purpose. But we'll talk more about that when we go up top. There's a look at them in the hand. The regular 4000 is a little bit taller, as you can see. Okay. There is your thickness. Looks to be about the same in diameter. All right, so what we're going to go ahead and do now is go up top. We're going to test these out. We'll also test a few other flavors out, and we'll go from there. All right, so let's start out with the Dragbar 4000C. This is green apple ice. It's 5%. Obviously, take a look at the lights here. It's interesting that it looks like it's chrome, but then when you puff it, it's like translucent. There's lights underneath that. It's cool, but I still don't like it because I'm just not a fan of lights. And nothing about a light show on the bottom of a device is going to help anyone quit smoking. So that's really where I stand. But to each their own. If you like it, go for it. But just, obviously if you have a device like this, be cautious. Don't use it in front of a bunch of people that might be judging you and all other vapors while you're at it. As far as the device goes, the performance, the flavors on these are fantastic. I'm not crazy about the wider mouthpiece, though, on the 4000C. Let's go ahead and vape one of the regular 4000s. This one's Lush Ice. Here we go. And yeah, that mouthpiece is just so much more comfortable in my opinion, and there's no light show, so it's kind of a double plus there. Something that I brought out, I believe, in the last Dragbar video is the draw on these. They are a little bit tighter than most other disposables out there, which I like. It's more of a true MTL draw. Be really good for the smokers. One of the different Dragbars, they obviously make smaller versions as well. Be really good for the smokers because of the draw and the vape you get off of it. It has a 1.2 ohm mesh coil inside of here. It's plenty warm enough with this tight of a draw. It's a very satisfying vape if you like that medium mouth to long. And the mouthpiece is very, very comfortable. Let's go ahead and try out the banana ice. Yeah, I'm starting to love banana ice flavors. Shameless plug, but if you haven't yet, try out the banana ice in the unsalted ice line. It's basically made to mimic the banana that they're using in a lot of these disposables because it is really freaking good. It's like a banana candy with a little bit of cooling. Love the banana. Okay, here's the grape ice. Also very good. I just love the draw I get off of these. That one's great. All right, now what is this? Mango ice. Here we go. Very, very good. So out of all of these, I think that I have tried, I like the banana ice and the grape ice the best. Also, the green apple ice right here is pretty damn good too. Just not crazy about the mouthpiece. So that takes us into cons. On the 400C, I'm not crazy about the mouthpiece. You know, I think it's kind of cool the way they did the lights, but I'm still not really for lights on vapes. But again, to each their own. But, you know, the one glaring con that I bring up a lot in disposable videos is there's no liquid window. And because, you know, of how these are made, where it's just full of filament, you can't really do a good liquid window on something like this, but it'd be awesome if they had a sensor or something on the bottom to tell you when you're low with liquid. Not sure how they do it, but I'm sure it could be done if people really wanted to do it. And people argue with me on that sometimes, but I always go back to the fact that you knew when your cigarette was running out, you knew when your pack of smokes was almost gone, so people obviously want to know when their disposable is almost gone so they can plan accordingly. Besides that, you know what I mentioned, not crazy about the mouthpiece on this and no liquid window. It's a fantastic vape. One of the better disposable vapes out there because I love the draw, perfect amount of warmth, and all their flavors are really tasty. I'm actually going to vape this banana one some more. And like I always say, it's always my disclaimer, I do not suggest to anyone to only use disposables, you know, throughout your whole vaping life, right? If there's a lot of waste, it can be more expensive. So, you know, I think these products are a good transition product for somebody that's first getting into vaping. And I also think it's good for seasoned vapors that just want a supplementary device for on the go or when they go on vacation or whatever. But I would never suggest anyone to only use these. So check out refillable stuff as well. So I think that's it, guys. Nice job, Zovoo. Really dig the Dragbars. It's pretty much the same vape on all of them. They're just different sizes, different amount of liquid. So if you don't like something this big and banana-like, you could go with one of the smaller versions, but their flavors are all fantastic and the vape quality on these is really, really good. So let's end it there. That about wraps it up. Until next time, thanks for watching. Suck my mod.